Hello, everybody. I am Sun Psychic Jean. Please welcome my very special co host tonight, Aley from Heart and Soul Connected. Hi,
Hello,
Alice. How
everybody.
are you?
Hello.
I can't
I'm
stop
fine.
calling you Aley.
Yeah, that's all right. That's okay. I just hit my phone and it started singing to me. Okay, so thank you for inviting me, Jane. I love being here with you. Thank you so much.
Well, it's lovely to have you, and I wanted to welcome everybody who's stopping in and remind everybody that we're going to be doing messages from your loved ones, name and relation. Please, if you would like a message from your loved one, we're doing messages from pets, and if you want a message from a pet or about a pet, just the name and type of pet. Also, spirit guides and angels. We ask that you use caps and emojis, and questions are chosen at random. So I see here Craig is saying, Allie, Jean, I had a high school teacher, Mrs. Beigel. Does she remember me? She was so strong. She stood up to the nasty Mr. Davis for him. Good for you, Miss Beigel. And
Aw,
shut him up. I'll always remember her with a smile. I guess
aw,
this high school teacher is past now. So
yeah,
I'll definitely star that. And I just wanted to say hello to a couple of people. And
yeah.
Akila B is
Hi,
here, and
honey.
Wiki is here. So nice to see you. And Heart and
Uh-huh.
Soul Connected is here, and Sue Toffee is here. So nice to see everybody. And we are not doing the simulcasting. So we're going to be on this channel. So we'll give a minute or two for everybody to come over on from the notifications. And I
Yeah.
did also hear that the notifications were going out a little slow too.
Why not?
Hmm. And
Yeah.
I actually advertise my own shows. You know how you get a 30-minute
Yeah.
beforehand? I do a 15-minute in my community page.
Well, good. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Because you can always click on that bell there too.
Hmm.
So, then you remind yourself, you get a reminder of it. So, yeah,
Hmm.
very
And
good.
Marianne Harris is here, and Jay Marcus is
Hi,
here,
Jane.
and Kay
Mhm.
Shade. So nice to see
Oh,
you.
nice. Yeah,
Yep.
wonderful.
And any questions, as long as they're no political, no legal, no medical, that kind of stuff. That sort of thing, I should say. And Peace Mama is here, and David is here. Hi, David. Nice to see you.
Oh,
I'll
hi
never
there.
forget that message that the reading. David is here, and so the cat in the picture is his cat who passed away, and her name is Happy. And
Oh,
I got it was what, maybe a year ago, or at least like 9 or 10 months ago. It was a really strong spiritual message from his cat. I'll never forget it. Every time I see
oh,
David, I'm like, it was I should snip
yeah.
it and post it because it was so
Oh,
profound, really.
yeah, that's
Mhm,
awesome. That's awesome.
mhm.
Wow.
Here everybody's here now. Everybody's coming in.
Yeah, people are coming in.
Aw,
Mhm.
yeah. And if you have questions about you know, regular questions are fine too. That was just some suggestion. Oh,
Mhm.
okay. So Craig is clarifying. Yes, she was good to us kids, and it was a racial thing with Mr. Davis. We
Oh,
have to
yep.
tisk him. This was in the 70s. Oh, okay. And call the kids of color boy. Oh, I see. Yeah. Well,
Oh, boy. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow.
Mr. Davis probably has learned his lesson from the other side at this time. So why don't we go ahead and get started while everybody is filing in?
Yeah.
Thank you for being here, everybody. And thank you
Mhm.
for posting your questions. I love it.
Mhm.
Oh, very nice. Okay, so let's see if we can connect with Mrs. Beigel and see what message. Oh, you're welcome, David. And see what message she has for Craig Dixon.
Yeah.
Does she remember me? I think you're unforgettable there, Mr. Dixon, but
Oh, yeah, I think so too. But how wonderful that she oh, wow. Getting an interesting message here.
he said Dr. Davis looked like Archie Bunker.
Oh
It
God.
was it was probably a role model of his, you know? It
Yeah.
was
Yep.
yeah. Sorry that
Wow.
happened to you, Mr. Craig.
Yeah. That's no good, Craig. Not at all. Uh, all right. So let's see what I got.
I feel I'm getting a message from Mrs. Beigel, and she's saying that she had to stick up for herself. She was one who did not was not one to stand by and allow that type of injustice or abuse go on. And I feel as though she had to stick up for herself, and she had this keen sense of when people were being inappropriate. And
Mm-hmm.
she was a fighter for the cause. And I think that what a beautiful teacher she was, and how many lives she must have changed, especially at that time in history.
Mm-hmm.
But she is saying that you enabled her to show her strength. Like, she probably didn't want to stand up to Dr. Davis or Mr. Davis, whatever his name is, and but you enabled her to have the courage that it took. And I don't think he messed with her after that, like, he probably thought, oh, she's not going to say anything, and she did, and it probably put him in his place. But she's
Good.
saying, thank you for giving me the opportunity to realize the courage that she had inside. How about you, Aley?
Well, I got a very interesting cards. The first card I get is she did not like to make anybody invisible. She felt that Mr. Davis did that. He tried to just lump in people with generic uh, what do you want to call it, classifications, I think. And she was mad. She said, if you don't stand up for other people, what's the point? What's the point being an educator? She knew a lot about the secret mysteries of life. And look at her. She's got a beautiful, like a winged bat or something on her head, and she's got angel wings. She's like, of course I remember you. Of course I do. I do. I believe that she probably remembered that incident for her entire life. That she just knew that this was wrong. And I think she had a bit of bohemian in her. And so she wasn't going to be Edith to Archie Bunker. She was going to be a Gloria to Archie Bunker. So but she seems like she was a really special lady. And the next card I get is the principle of correspondence. And she said, I came down here on earth to teach and to open minds. And a lot of the minds I had to open were some of the men that I worked with. So that's what I get from her. Yeah.
Very nice, Allie. It's amazing the way those cards really just tell the story,
They
and
do.
the that
Yeah.
you have in them. And it's just, I think it's amazing the way you work with those cards.
Oh,
And
thank you, Jean.
there's so many, and you choose the different decks, and they speak to you, and they really are very appropriate. I love it.
Thank you.
So Craig follows up. Mr. Davis was a wood shop
Oh.
teacher, and I guess wood got to his head. Uh, Gone with the Wind. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Excellent, Craig.
Cool
Thank
lady.
you very
Cool lady.
much.
Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely. That's
So
awesome.
Bob said he didn't get a chance to have his question answered from our last
Mhm.
show. So let's jump over to Bob, and
Okay.
a message from Spirit, and he would like the name of a female uh, from the
From the
UK.
Yesterday, I gave him the name Miranda, but he wondered if it was someone in spirit or someone um alive. And I was sensing this person was alive, but I'm going to go ahead and read you and see what I come up with. So message from spirit.
Um, it's not Fiona and it's not Briny, but I think it's Briny with a PH,
Hmm.
Phryne.
Hmm.
But it sounds like I was picking up Fiona and Briny or Phryne,
Mhm.
Fry something like that. I don't have that right in front of me there, Bob. But
Mhm.
so I asked what this name means for you. I feel as though they're telling me it was one of your past lives that
Oh,
this
okay.
has in connection with you. And
Mhm.
I feel as though you may have been one of these, been this name. This was your
Oh.
name in a past life.
Hmm.
I don't know what that name is. I'll look it up while we work on the next question. But I don't know if any of that sounds or is resonates with you, Mr. Bob. But
Mhm.
thank you very much for your question. And Scott Scorpio is here. He's
Nice.
he's very dedicated. Thanks for
Yeah.
being here, Scott. Looking forward. I'll be with Scott on his channel tomorrow, and
Well,
I'm looking
excellent.
forward. I'm
Yeah, I
looking
always
forward
have
to
a good
that.
uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a wonderful host, isn't he?
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Treats his guests so well. I look forward
Mhm.
to it, and he's
Yeah.
just so
And I'm gonna be
courteous.
on with them on Sunday, so you'll get
Oh,
them all ready for me. There you go.
and
Oh,
Mary Lloyd is here. Hi, thank
hi.
you. And Denise McMullen is here. Hello, hello.
Mhm. Yeah.
So,
So
yeah.
can I finish for Bob? I just
Oh,
was going to give him a message. I got here sacred reverence. They appreciate the reverence you have for the spiritual. And they're saying you're starting to feel the world of spirit more often. And that's why you're asking the question. And they say, look into yourself because you know the name. You know the name. You just don't recognize the name right now. So that's all I got. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Allie. I thought
That's okay. No, it's
you
fine,
already
Jean.
had that.
Yep.
Phryne, and it's a ancient Greek.
Oh.
Phryne.
Oh.
Phryne, Mr. Bob. So look that one up.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting.
Very nice. Mhm.
Oof. Well, thank you. I'm sorry about that, Allie.
No, it's fine,
Okay.
Jean. It's fine.
All right. Let's see who we have next. I already picked up um, Mary Ann is here and she said, please may I ask if I have any ancestral spirit messages from her ancestors. Yeah, thank you, Mary Ann, for your question.
Sue Toffee, to answer your question, we're not simulcasting anymore because YouTube has made some rules that we want to protect ourselves from. So yeah, that's why I'm not on there. Thank you. All right.
Hmm.
Ancestral spirit message. Woohoo. All right.
You know, I hesitate when it's cliche, and they're just saying that they paved the way, that they knew you were coming here at this time, and that they lived their lives and learned their lessons and achieved their goals in order for you to do the same. And
Mhm.
they're saying that the lineage, they are proud of you for making them proud, or doing them, uh, living with honor in your lifetime and respecting your ancestors and your and the history that they brought with them. And I almost feel like I'm in that show, Who Do You Think You Are, or
Yeah. Yeah.
one of
Uh-huh.
those ancestry kind of shows
Yep.
that they their blood, sweat, and tears did not was was for a good reason, that you made something of yourself, not made something, but you conducted yourself with honor and respect, um, and made it worthwhile. All their struggles and suffering that they went through was all worth it for you to have this time in your life, and that you didn't like squander it, or you didn't think of it frivolously. You took it very seriously, and lived your life with honor, they just keep saying. How about you, Aley?
Well, I got some very interesting cards. I have here, they're telling me that you're a way shower, that you're meant to be different, so you may allow others the way by simply awakening to and living in your own truth. And so what they're saying is you stick up for yourself, but you also stick up for other people that need you, and everybody knows they can depend upon you. The second card I got was She Who Flows. You're open to change and you go with the flow of life. And that kind of segues from this card. It's like, this is who you are. Finally, it says you're part of the divine matrix, which means you can connect with your ancestral spirits and loved ones anytime you want. Just ask them to come in and give you a message, a sign, something that you may need in times of trouble, because they said, we stand ready. We stand ready to help you in any way we can. So there you go.
Wonderful. And they do, and they are. I've had a lot of people's loved ones come through, and this one guy said that he was like standing in awe. He's like, you guys are all looking to this other side, that the afterlife, and thinking that this is so magnificent. He said, what the spectacle is, what's going on earth right now, and what the evolution going on here on earth is really what everybody is really paying attention to. But it was neat.
It was. Is neat, Jean.
Okay. So thank you, Marianne, for your question. Next, we have Jay. Hi, Jay. Nice to see you. And she says, any message from my father-in-law who crossed over? His birthday was yesterday.
Sure, Jay.
Absolutely. What's his first name? I didn't see that she didn't put his first name in there. If you don't mind, if you get a second. And then after J Marcus is K Shade.
Okay.
So Kay, just say hello.
Eddie? It looks like Edie, but I think you mean Eddie. Is that right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yep, she's still there. Kay Shade is still here.
Great. Thank you, Kay.
Mm-hmm.
So Jay, Eddie is saying that he looks at you like you're one of his daughters.
Mm.
He's saying that you grew up in front of in his eyes, like when you two first met. I'm not sure if you were with your husband when you were younger, and he's just saying that you've grown up. You've grown up to be a beautiful woman. I feel as though you were quite young when you first met him.
Mm-hmm.
He's saying he thought that you and your husband were like two young kids, is what he's saying. That now he can see that life has shaped you both to be such a beautifully developed individual with character. And he said you make the family proud. Like you this is also an ancestral type of reading, but he's saying that you make him proud, and you both make him proud, and that he says to follow your dreams. And he says, this is really important for us to follow our own dreams. It's wonderful to be a union, and to be a couple, and to be a family, but it's up to each and every individual to follow our own dreams and to be that example. I'm wondering if he followed his dreams, and this is what the example he's saying that he was for you and your family. But he's saying that you grew up in front of his eyes, and they knew you when you were quite young, and that you were he could see the light in your eyes. He knew that you were he liked you right away, in other words, is what he's saying. He could see the light around you. How about you, Aley?
The first card I get is a teacher, and I'm thinking that he might have been one of your great teachers of all time. And he's saying at the same time he was the student, because he knew he could rely on you to bring him into the loop, so to speak, and you could learn things from him as well. The second one is, he says, I do come to visit. I hope you know that. And I think you do, Jay, because I know you're tapped into the other side. But he said, he says, I might come in through the window or whatever, but I'm there. Finally, he said, you were the perfect wife for my son. And your perfection is beautifully seen in your own children that you have. And he's just so darn proud to be their grandpa. And he said, actually, just knowing that you asked about me makes me feel great and full. I'm filled with love, and thank you for basically bringing me in for my birthday and sending lots of love, Jay. Yeah.
Wonderful. So let us know. Let us know if you knew him when you were younger.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
So Kay Shade is next, and she says, message from her cat Lucy. She developed seizures at age 15, so we let her go to the Rainbow Bridge. Well, that is the ultimate sacrifice, isn't
It
it?
is.
There, Kay Shade, and what a beautiful service
Mm-hmm.
that you provided to Lucy. And what a cute name for a cat,
I
right?
know, it's cute. It is. Yeah. All right.
I'm thinking
I
of the
don't know.
Peanuts characters, Lucy.
Oh, that's
Not
true.
sure, not
Yeah.
sure if that was who you named her after, but that's what I thought of when I saw the name Lucy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she had a brother named Linus. So yes. That's a riot.
So it was this newbie character gang. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So I hope Lucy doesn't mind. I only have dog cards, not cat cards, but it's more the animal energy I wanted to bring in. And Lucy says, I love you so much. She says, look in the mirror and love what you see. That's who I saw every day when I was with you, and I still can see from here, and know your self-worth, because you're so important to me. She said, I've watched you through all your successes, and you need to honor your gifts, whatever they are, because you're very, very good pet parent. And also embrace the possible. I don't know if you've gotten another cat since, but she says, be open. If there's one that comes up and shows up, then you need to make sure you love that one, because you were such a great mommy.
Yeah. Lucy's saying that she cherishes the time that you spent together with her. She wants to thank you for taking such good care of her, not only in her later years, but throughout her entire life. She was very much a part of the family. I see her like almost eating her dinner at the table or near the table with the rest of the family. I'm not sure if you fed her around the same time as dinner or around the kitchen table. It was like she was part of the family. She was very much included and honored and respected, and you paid attention to her. And it wasn't like she was just an afterthought. She was very much part of, I if it part of the family.
Mhm.
I can't tell if this was your cat with your kids or when you were a kid, but I feel as though there are kids involved, and it's almost like just like one of the kids.
Wow.
I feel as though you did see her soul. Lucy's saying that you treated her like a an individual and a soul that she was, and honored her for her personality, her likes and dislikes, um, and put, kind of put up with her temper tantrums. I feel as though she may have had like somebody in the neighborhood that she would hiss at, or if there was like squirrels or birds or somebody out the window. She liked to be pretty fierce, and as long as she was behind glass, she was quite fierce. But if she was face to face, she wouldn't be as fierce. But she's saying that she was the protector, and that you put up with these little, not put up with, but you know, you didn't scold her or stop her from these natural instincts. Um, she was a little bit fierce, she says. And
Yeah.
you had two kids that helped, and you found her as a kitten. How sweet. How sweet.
Mhm.
But that's what I was getting for Lucy. And she says, thank you for seeing my soul and treating her like one of the family. I don't know if you fed her near the fat. She keeps showing me that she's eating in the kitchen with the rest of the family.
That's cute.
hmm hmm Yeah. Thanks, Kay. Yeah. She said she had two kids that helped with her, and that she
Mhm.
was a little bit fierce. Oh, yes, she ate in the kitchen. See,
Okay. Yeah.
it's the little details. It's those little things that I keep seeing her. And for me, in my mind, I'm looking at my childhood kitchen, and I'm looking at her
Sure.
eating at
Mhm.
in our childhood kitchen. So I keep saying that
Wow.
she ate in the kitchen.
That's
But
cool. Yeah.
mhm. Yeah, thank you for validating that. And that made her feel like part of the family as well. Yeah,
Mhm.
thank you. Thank you, Kay Shade. Did I say somebody was going to be next?
I don't think so.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Um,
Um,
I'm going to go with Peace Mama, and then after Peace Mama is Teresa Hadarian. So Teresa, just say hi, and Peace Mama, I think that you were just here. You can say hi and just let me know you're still here. Um,
Hi,
thank you, Lee.
yeah.
So Peace Mama says, is it possible to get a message from her mom of my heart? I haven't seen nine, my
Since she was
foster.
9, her foster mom.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay. Teresa is here and Peace Mama is here. Thank you, ladies. And what's your um
What's her first name? Is that what you wanna know?
mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, I see who this is. It's not a adoptive, it's a foster mom.
Foster mom.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And she calls her Mama of my heart. I
That's
understand,
so
but I don't know if you
sweet.
have her
Yeah.
first name.
Yeah, she might not if she didn't when you're 9, depends if you know the person's first name or not. But
Mhm. I feel like she was like an angel on earth, Mama Rodriguez.
okay.
Mhm. I feel like she was an angel on earth and was doing angelic work here.
Mhm, mhm. Oh, yeah, anybody that's a foster mother, definitely, definitely. Hi, Froxy.
So, Allie, if you want to go first, if you have your
Okay.
cards ready.
Yeah. So, I love the first card. It's there's a lot of backstory to this mother Rodriguez. I feel like she just either had a really rough time in her own childhood, and she might have been a foster child, or she might not have had the right type of mother that could be that way. But she says, irregardless, it doesn't matter. Her backstory led her to you and your needs at the time. And she said, she was glad that, and she says, I get little messages from you all the time. When you think about me, I'm right there. And you're 9, and I'm the age I was then too. So I'm getting that she still feels divinely connected to you. And in fact, I think in her backstory, she says you either were her mother or she was your mother in a previous lifetime. So this is why you found each other here. She said that a lot of time has gone by, but I loved the time we had together. And it doesn't matter how much of it there was. What matters is the quality of what it was. And it was very, very much quality for her, and apparently for you as well. And she says, I don't know if she took you to some kind of dancing lessons or something, or I don't know. She says the call of the muse is here, Peace Mama. And she says, if it calls you again, whatever it is, whatever your muse is, she says, make sure you embrace it because you're beautiful.
I was getting something very similar. And as you were talking, saying those words, I had written down sister in past life. I feel as though that she was sort of like your support and your sister, and almost like soul sisters. But I do see that you definitely had a past life together, and this was the way that you cherished her and adored her, and that she adored you and cherished you. And it was just as hard for her to let you go as it was for you to move on from her life.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just saying that she almost feels like that she is a mother of many, but I feel as though she had some of her own children that you got along with as well. She had some of her own children and she brought you in, but she didn't treat you any differently from her own children. I feel as though she's she's saying that you brought light when you came in. She saw the light. She said that you were you were shy, and that she needed to sort of coax you a little bit and have you open up and trust her. And you liked playing with the kids, but you were very shy around her, and that you didn't want to, or you would just say yes, no. You wouldn't like say that you wanted something, or you wouldn't sass back. And she said, it took a little time, a little doing, but you when you did warm up to her, you realized how wonderful it was to have that love back. And she just was so grateful to see that transition, or that transformation in you and your character. And she feels like that you may have stayed at that shy status if it wasn't for that interaction and her love. She wants to say how proud she is of you, that you did come out of your shell, and that she felt like she helped you past a certain point in your life, and that this is the reason why you two were together.
Wow.
So that's what I feel from Mama Rodriguez, and she's sending you lots of hugs and kisses, and she's saying she's always around you. She said, you guys are spot on. Absolutely. Tears. Thank you, your mama, for coming. And thank you, ladies. She has their words. You're welcome.
She said that she went to Cinco de Mayo with her, and she also went with her family down to central Mexico. Isn't that nice?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That's so nice. What a great memory for you, Peace.
That's a way to bring out,
get rid of the shyness.
That's
right.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Wonderful. Thank you. Okay. Dolly, let me know your husband's first name. Yeah, that was really beautiful. Okay, and I did see Teresa was here, right?
Yeah, I think she is. Hi, Teresa.
And
Oh,
um, after Teresa, Dolly, if you have your husband's first name, we'll go there. So Teresa says a message from her cat Callie, who passed 2 years ago.
all
Oh,
right.
Callie. So Callie seems to me to be very much a guard, a guardian, a serious cat, a cat who is a little aloof, if you know what I mean. Not really too affectionate or too snuggly. They were at times, but not all the time. I feel as though they almost ran like there was like a whole nother reality going on in the house, like every bug or every little thing around the house that the cat was like in charge of. And the cat would come around and be snuggly for times, but it wasn't like a lap cat, is what they're telling me. They were very much in charge of taking care of things and being on guard. It could have been even an outside cat if Callie was an outside cat. Um, so Teresa says, yes, had to be near, but not too close, but didn't want to come too close. Yep. Hmm.
Ah,
So this Callie wants to let you know that they want to thank you for providing the environment and for allowing them to be exactly who they were. And I say that because I feel like he had a masculine side to him. I'm not sure if it's a him or sounds like a girl with Callie,
mhm.
um, they had a masculine or a strong, just a masculine feel to the cat.
Hmm.
Very much on guard. They loved. I don't know if you had critters or you didn't have critters because the cat was there. Um, but the cat really kept you safe.
Hmm.
I don't know. There's this Callie is showing me their litter box, so I'm not sure if they were an outside cat. Um, but you bent over backwards and provided every luxury for this cat that you could afford, just to make sure that the cat was happy and healthy. And they just want to share that how much they appreciate how much you took care of them.
Hmm. So I'm going to say some weird stuff like milk, tuna fish sandwiches. Did Kelly love to hang around you while you were eating tuna fish sandwiches? I'm getting that. She liked to be inside unless you were outside. Okay. Um, I only have the dog cards. I don't have the cat cards, but I'm getting that there might have had was there a dog that lived with the cat and you at the time? Um, Again, they always seem to come through and say, make a choice and get another cat if you don't already have one. It's like they always want you, and of course they wouldn't want you to get a dog because, you know, grand enemies, even though they can get along sometimes. But okay, if you were eating, she was begging. Yeah, I got that. I totally got that. That you were. She was like, I like that too. Could I have some, please? That's awesome, Teresa. Yeah, that's beautiful. Thank you.
So if she was having that tuna fish and the milk or whatever she wanted,
Yeah,
isn't that? And it's almost like typically cats don't beg like that. It's usually
right,
dogs that do. So I'm
right.
not sure if she had some dog traits about her as well. But I did see a little bit of a masculine
Oh,
trait
you
for
did
some
bring in a
reason.
dog at the end of her life? Okay. Okay. I guess they got along okay. I think she's saying though, you need another cat. Don't get another dog. They're pretty fussy about being replaced by one or the other. So
Well, thank you very much for all
yeah.
that,
Thanks,
Teresa.
Teresa. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, that's I
um,
bet she did. Hmm.
so Dolly, I don't know. I wasn't looking. I had my eyes closed. Hold on.
Oh, I don't think I
Oh,
saw
first name
Dave.
is Dave, perhaps? Perhaps
Either Dave.
Dave.
Is it
I
Dave
think
or is his name really Zave? Because that would be like Zave. if it's, yeah. Oh, that's cool, Teresa. That's cool. All right, let me pull out some cards. Can we just verify his name again? Is it Dave, or is it really? Oh, it is really Zave. I think that's how you say it. Okay, thank you.
Good.
It's an unusual name and it's cool. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. So I have some cards, and I'm getting here. He's saying you've changed a lot since we got married, but you haven't really changed at all. And he says, I will always see you as my bride, and you'll in my mind's eye, that's who you will always be. And Dolly, if you don't know, usually on the other side, you can choose the age you would like to appear as. And I'm sensing he's picked the age you got married to each other. And so he says, I wanted you to be able to recognize me when you got here. No hurry. Was he a guy that liked parties? Did he like to have people come in, or like maybe was the bartender at a party or something? And if not, what I would say is, if that doesn't ring true, he was very hospitable at the very least. He was very kind to people and very loving when they came to visit. And finally, he said, our love was beyond the ordinary. And he said, I can't really define what ordinary is, but ours was beyond it. So I just get this feeling that he just adored you, Dolly, and he still does.
Absolutely. So, Dolly, just let me know. I got a couple of unusual hits. I feel as though he passed sooner than expected, and that he did not die of old age or in his old age. I feel as though he was, younger than the typical. I don't know how to explain it. I feel as though he may have been like in his 60s or early 70s, but he's just saying that he lived a long life and he lived every life to the fullest. And I don't feel like he's the kind of guy that took vacations. It seemed like he worked and then he worked a second job on his vacations. Like he always had something going on, some sort of I don't know if he just worked with electronics or worked with computers or worked with something, that he was always working on something for somebody. He was always in service and trying to start something new. I feel as though you two got married a little bit older than typical in your era. So if, people were getting married when they were 18 to 20, I think you may have gotten married to Zave around like 25 or 27, like just a little bit older. Like you guys were perhaps after university or something that you two met. And I feel as though in the beginning, he's saying that it was an agreement to get married out of convenience. Either that, or you both had to live under the same roof, and you couldn't live under the same roof unless you got married. So it was almost like you got married because of something else, and not it wasn't like you fell in love and then had a wedding and got married. It was more of like you were a little bit older, you needed something, came up, like you had to move. And so he's saying, but the convenience grew into a beautiful love and a respect and a honoring that he couldn't have. He was just very lucky to have you as his wife. He's saying that you joined his family and that you took care of his mother. And he's saying for that he is always and forever in your debt, and is it the sacrifice and the compassion and the generosity of your heart just melted his heart. And I feel as though as you both grew older together, that you both grew into this new relationship together, or a new phase of this relationship together. And the more he really thought that you were fantastic, but with every milestone in life, you showed him what kindness, compassion, and service and sacrifice and really what our union or a partnership is. He's saying he wished he would have treated you better. He said he did the best that he could, and I felt like he did show you that he loved you. But I feel if he regrets anything, he regrets not spending his free time with you. I feel as though he thought he was doing the right thing by spending his free time by creating something new, but he sees now that it was the time together that you really wanted. You just wanted to spend time together. So I'm not sure if, so she's saying prayers to you both, and you're both so accurate, and you're very welcome. You're very
Yes, you
welcome. See, he's a good communicator. He's coming through
yeah.
very strong.
Mhm.
And
Wow.
honorable for sure. But I'm just curious, did you take care of his family or his mother? Oh, he died of cancer, and yes, it was sudden. I'm just curious because he said it was just very specific, and I, I just was wondering. But it was the devotion and the dedication and the compassion of your heart that he fell in love with you each year that you were together. So very lovely. Thank you very much, Dolly, and we're so sorry for your loss.
Oh,
Oh,
you did?
she's
Oh, wow. Wow, wow. Okay. Mhm. That's wonderful. He appreciates that. Yeah.
that's amazing. He was really specific, and I mean, it was like boom, boom, boom. So thank you very much for validating that. That was amazing.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
thank you, Dolly. You're a beautiful soul because he showed me how much he
Yeah.
cherished you, and I could
Oh, he
see
did.
you
Yeah.
through his eyes.
Mhm.
That's
Beautiful.
beautiful. Beautiful.
You're welcome, honey.
Oof. Okay. I don't know. Did I say, is Paisley still here or MJ 420? Are either one of those still here? Paisley or MJ 420? Um,
So Suzanne was asking, and so was Water Lily. I just thought I'd put that out there, but it's
okay,
up to
let's
you.
let's
Paisley's
jump
still
on.
here. Yep.
Yeah, Water Lily is still here. Paisley, MJ 420, and then if not, then Suzanne.
Paisley is still here.
Oh, okay, Paisley, you'll be next then.
Okay.
So Water Lily says, "May I have a message from Spirit, please?"
She's had a rough time. Her animal was rushed to the vet, and then she said she twisted her foot or her ankle or something like that. So yeah.
Oh,
Sorry to hear that, Water Lily.
so I'm hearing that your spirit guides are recommending that you take care of yourself and do some serious self love and self care, self rejuvenation. Like, I feel as though there's other things outside of you that are going on that you're paying attention, and they really want you to work on uh, spending time in meditation, spending time in whether you do like a manicure, pedicure, massage, something where you are paying attention and taking care of your human container. This human, this like I feel as though your consciousness is sort of outside of you instead of inside of you and walking in harmony. It's almost like you're ahead of your own body. And they're saying that they want you to come back into center and to sort of sit in your human container. And I feel as though there's like reactions to outside stimulus, and they are suggesting that you turn off any outside stimulus and or go out in nature and don't bring anything with you, and just commune with nature. They want you to come back to basics, come back to your own energy, perhaps even work on a chakra meditation with balancing your chakras. And they want you, I feel as though your spirit or your consciousness is not inside of your body. And I don't mean that in a weird way. I just mean that you're so distracted and paying attention, you're not paying attention to in here. And this is where they just want you to redirect. And perhaps this may be why you had that little thing going on with your foot or whatever happened. But they want you to work on centering yourself and balancing that energy. And that's the message. That's all
Yeah, she says she gets what that means. Okay, good. So I got a card from the Healing Waters. It's the Pearl. And it says, alchemy, the reward is at the end, moving from grit to grace. So I totally agree with Jean. You were worried about your animal. And when you're worried about your baby, you take care of your baby. But then sometimes at the expense of our own clumsiness, we end up being the one that needs to be taken care of. So again, the pearl is inside. It's telling you to go inside, which is exactly what Jean was saying. And it says here that you have higher consciousness and they want you to bring your awareness back to yourself. So there's that again, which is just pretty much what she said. And they said, use your imagination, if possible, to heal yourself. If you've got some kind of a problem with an injury, make sure you take time to hunker down, put your feet up with ice or whatever you need to on it, but also see that it's seamlessly healed. See that you're walking on it again, and that you're moving very, very well with it. And also, your guides are saying it's okay to be concerned about your baby, and you did what you had to do, but now we have to be concerned about ourselves. So there you go, Water Lily. Much love. Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you, Water Lily. So next I have Paisley, and after Paisley is MJ 420.
Yep.
All right. Where am I? And Paisley did clarify here. She said, in meditation, I feel like I go somewhere and I'm hearing guides, but I'm too fixed on where I am. So she wants to know, where am I? The Pleiades, Lemuria, or where? I know. That's just a little question there, Paisley.
Just a little question. Yeah.
So is Paisley, when she goes, I love that you are going somewhere in your meditation, and it could be a different realm. It doesn't always have to be a different reality or location. And is Paisley in off planet in a different star system when she goes on her meditations? Yes. I'm getting that you are in a different star system. And is Paisley in the Palladians? Is Paisley in, no, it says no, change it no right away. Is Paisley in Lemuria? Is Paisley in Lemuria? No. Is Paisley in Sirius? Is Paisley in Sirius? Yeah. I get Sirius, but there's also, let me just jump over here one second. I have it written over here for myself. Merope. So let me see. Is Paisley does Paisley go to Merope? Does Paisley go to Merope? No. So I did get Sirius. I don't know if it's Sirius. Let me see. I always said, is Paisley at Sirius A? Is Paisley going to, in her meditations, is she going to Sirius A? No. is Paisley going to Sirius B? It's Sirius B star system. So look that up. Look that up.
Mm.
And Sirius B is a water planet, and I think I've been there in meditations myself.
That's
So
where the
perhaps.
Hathors are from, right? The Hathors.
Oh, I
Yeah.
don't know. Sirius
Yeah.
B?
Hmm. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. Yep.
Wow.
I think so.
Thank you, Aley.
So,
That's
oh
brilliant.
yeah. So you're downloading light language, Paisley, and that's why you're not remembering a lot. You're out there, and while you're out there, this light language is coming down, and it says you're becoming more open so that you can channel if you want. You certainly can channel the light language, even if you don't know what it's saying. It's still working on your DNA upgrade. And so it's very possible that you are out there astral traveling and picking up the light language. The other thing I get is that sometimes you also go to ancient Egypt, because I get Sekhmet, and it says embrace fierce love for yourself, fierce love for the past lives that you've lived. And there is a picture of Setmet at the very top of this. But really, when Jean, the word serious can mean more than one thing, right? I mean, if you were asking for the galaxy Sirius, but you could also be very seriously looking at past lives in the Akashic records. And look, there's some beautiful Egyptian stuff in there as well. So yes, you are embodying different lifetimes at different times, and you're sort of gone out there to the Akashic records in order to find out where they were. And you're right, you have been in other places, and you're hearing guides. You're hearing not only guides, but you're also hearing light language and light codes. Just so you know, yeah. Wow.
Yep, and they are also guiding me on my meditations as well, Paisley. That's amazing. That
Mm-hmm.
is amazing. There's a whole lot there that you can go into, and I highly recommend that you do. That was fabulous, Aley.
Yeah.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much for that information.
Of course.
She's
Of course.
she says,
Yeah.
"Oh snap!" You so spot on, both of you.
I love your avatar, Paisley. It's so, spiral, and that's the universe. I mean, it just keeps spiraling up and up. It's beautiful.
Mhm. Yep,
Mm-hmm.
very good. Very good. Interesting, interesting, Paisley. I'm glad that you were here. Okay, so next I have is MJ420. And she says, as
Oh,
a young child, I had an imaginary friend. Is she still with me?
I had one too, MJ. Mine was a boy though. His name was Billy, and nobody. When he came to the table, we had to have a separate chair for him because nobody was supposed to sit on Billy. So I think that's awesome. Oh, let's see what we can find out. Liz Cheney is voting for Kamala. Wow. Oh my goodness. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, that's amazing. Strange events predicted for July and August. Wow. All right. So MJ, I got feeling the world. So yes, what happened with this young imaginary friend that you had was she grew up right beside you, I get the feeling, and she was there so you could feel the world around you, and she wanted to help guide you into places that you might not go if you weren't encouraged to go by her. She's one of your guides. And here she says, I helped you awaken the genius that you are. And look at it's right up on the third eye here. So I think if you ask to have her come in and talk to you again so that you can hear her, that she will. But she might show up in a dream if you ask her to at the very least. So wow.
So MJ420, it doesn't always have to, she said a Nordic name, but it doesn't always have to be a person that you knew or a guide. but I do feel as though this imaginary friend of yours was a would-be sister. I
Oh.
feel like I feel sister energy, and I don't know if your mom had any miscarriages around that time, or if you were supposed to be a twin, or I
Mm.
feel as though this is a sister energy, that you were supposed to have a sister, and that this was just an energy that was around um, to help you with your imagination, with your confidence, with your um, you needed the company, you needed the not entertainment, but you needed the distraction. I don't know if you spent a lot of time by yourself when you were younger. Um, so she provided you that missing connection that you didn't have. Perhaps you were the firstborn and there was only adults around. I don't know. I don't, but she's just saying that she was there to provide you what you needed at the time in order for you to enjoy that time in your life. It was
Hmm.
pure elation, fun, excitement, somebody to support you. It was really very beneficial to your character and to your upbringing. Um, I don't know if you ran around outside and you two were always together out. There's something that she's saying,
Hmm.
um, but this
She
was a
said she
long
was
time.
the
This
oldest.
wasn't just a week or two. What was that?
Yeah, she said she was the oldest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm. So there was a lot of adults around you.
Mhm.
So
Hmm.
it's hard to. Let me just see. Let me just ask because I'm curious. Was this imaginary friend for MJ? Were you potentially going to be her sister? No. Were you her sister in a past life? Were you a sister in a past life? No. Were you a spirit that was in the area that befriended? Oh, was a true spirit. It was a spiritual energy. Did you pass away as a child? She's saying she did. She passed
Hmm.
away as a child and was playing with you. Wow. Whew. That was unexpected, MJ. How about that? Um, but how lovely. How and she did help you. I think that really did help you. Hi, Ginger Faye, Tarot. So nice to see you. It's Friday night. It's treat night.
Yep.
But thank you, MJ, for the question. That was
Yeah.
very interesting.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Okay.
Wow.
So um we are at an hour, Allie. Did you want to do one more? Is that okay?
Yeah, we can do one more. That's fine. Hmm.
Is Boo Kitty still here? Boo Kitty, if you're still here, just say hello. I think she was. I don't think I've read for Boo Kitty before. I love that name. So just say hello. Yep, she's still here. Okay, I love that the moon, the picture in there. So cool.
Yep.
So Boo Kitty. I feel like you are. I feel like you're involved in a lot of different spiritual divination. Like you do tarot cards, you probably do pendulum, you work with crystals, you work with psychic skills. I feel like you are sort of even maybe into Wicca in that direction and some of these traditions. And And the moon gave me the hint, but you know, following the moon, following the cycles, following maybe even a shamanic type of practice, but earth-based sort of magic is what I'm feeling from you, Boo Kitty. And I feel as though you are connected and related to elementals as well. Very much earth-based energy. And but it's almost like a different realm. I don't know if you see fairies or if you see dragons or if you see Sasquatch, like this type of a different realm on this earth. But you have a lot of complexity with your energy there, Boo Kitty. And I feel as though it's almost a little bit distracting for you. Like you focus on life and family and job, but these things are like calling to you and you're very intrigued with them and you want to work on, you want to get good at one divination. You want to pick one. You like everything. Everything is you're drawn to. You understand that something is calling you that is bigger than you, that is more than what meets the eye here in this world, and that you want to become you want to have something that you can rely on. You want to have something, and what they're saying, they're saying, but you can. There is nothing outside of you. The divination tools are just that. They're only tools. What you can rely on is your own intuition and your own gut instincts. And by you relying on this and listening to your body is an antenna and a messenger from spirit as well. But I feel as though you get like the chills or you get like a gut instinct or, you know, all of these things. You're very much in the physical realm and you have a lot of these energies around you. I don't know if you see lights. But they're saying that there's not one divination that will satisfy you. I feel like when you grow in your spiritual development, that different things will appeal to you at different stages of your life. But they say the one constant is always your own intuition or instincts.
Yep. Great. So I pulled some cards for you, and the first card I got was courage. That you have a lot of courage when it comes to being open to learning new things and doing new things. And I absolutely love this card because it shows the heart, but it also shows the mechanism that connects the heart to all the rest of you. And then I get you just recently possibly been through some sort of an initiation into maybe the secret mysteries or something new that you've just learned about and opened up the doorways for you. And you're just walking right through them one after the other. And finally, know that all is in divine order. And I love this because it's like he's got magic and alchemy all around him, and there are things flying through the air. And some of us might say, wow, that looks like everything is out of control. It isn't. None of what you're going through is out of your control. It's all in divine order. And you've been waiting for this for a long time. So thank you. Yep.
That's fascinating. Wonderful. Well, thank you, Boo Kitty. Let us know if any of that made what resonated with you, and how if that was similar to your experience. I love that last card because that was sort of like all of the divinations were sort of calling to her and being almost like a distraction to her. But really, what is the constant is her own intuition, her own soul, her own self, and her own feelings, and to trust that. And the others are just tools.
Absolutely. Beautiful.
She says, "Thank you, ladies. I'm excited."
Oh, good. Enjoy.
And Paisley says, "Peace hug, positive energy, and courage exchange, helping us grow." Oh my gosh, I love that. From my soul, source of unconditional love. That is
Beautiful.
beautiful, Paisley. Thank you so much for sharing that. I love
Yeah.
that. Yeah, absolutely. And what a beautiful way to end the show. And Allie, if people are watching this on my channel and they want to um, contact you, it is right there, your name under your nameplate there. It's Heart and Soul Connected and
Yeah.
all one word, and you'll find Allie. She's all over the YouTube. And I
Thank you,
too
Jean.
I'm available for private readings. And if anybody's here, you know how to find me on YouTube. But I'm also available for private readings on sunpsychicgene.com.
There
And
you go.
thank you all very much for all of your questions. We didn't
Yeah,
get to everybody today. Thank you, Allie, for being with me
of
on this
course.
Friday
It's a
night.
pleasure.
And
Yeah.
I'm going to see you again on Sunday morning.
Yes, Jean, it will be on my show, Speaking to Spirit, on Sunday morning, 10 o'clock, out here in the West, and 1 o'clock, 11, 12, 1? 1
It
o'clock, right?
is.
Eastern
Mhm.
time. Thank you.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I love my Sundays with Allie.
Yeah,
So
we have a
thank
good
you
time.
very much, everybody,
Thank
and
you.
have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. We will see you again real soon. Bye bye.
Okay, everybody. Thank you, Jean.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. Your support is greatly appreciated. If you enjoy this content, hit like, share, and subscribe. Remember to click the bell to be notified of future videos. Thanks again. Bye.